Welcome to Topics and Issues. I'm your host, Monica Renee, and today we're going to be talking about income tax season. I'm joined today by Katrina Jones, and Katrina joined us last time to talk about managing money. This time she's going to give us tips on income tax season. Thanks for joining me again, Katrina.
Thank you, Monica.
Katrina, where can we go to get taxes done for free?
That's a great question, Monica. And in the Cleveland area, there are a lot of what they call VITA sites, VITA. And VITA stands for Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Programs. We are very fortunate in this area to have many sites that prepare taxes for free to low and moderate income families. Also, these VITA sites work with people who may not speak English as a first language, people who are disabled, and definitely seniors. What I would encourage everyone to do is to call First Call for Help 211 because there are just a variety of different places in our area. For people to get their taxes done for free. The VITA program is also a national program. And so we are very fortunate in the States to have places all over the country that prepare taxes for free, again, to low and moderate income families. And it's just a matter of Googling VITA sites, or going to your local library, because libraries are a great source of information for resources, and specifically that resource around this time of year.
Okay. So 211 would be for the people in what area?
211 is, I know, specifically for Cuyahoga County as well as Lake County.
Okay. Okay. And what about credit reports? Do I have to pay for that if I want to go get a credit report?
No. Every United States citizen has an opportunity to get their have an opportunity to get their credit reports for free once a year. And there are 3 reporting agencies or credit bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. And so there is a number that will give your listening audience for people to find out how they can have access to their credit report once a year. Because if I'm not mistaken, you can call by phone and have your credit report sent to you. You can write and have it sent to you, or you can go online.
Okay. How important is knowing your credit score?
Knowing your credit score is very important, and a lot of times we don't realize how important it is until we get ready to make certain purchases, and all of a sudden we either can't make the purchase or our interest rate is sky high because there are negative items on our credit report that is showing us as a bad risk. So often when you make a habit of getting your credit report once a year, it helps you to make sure that there is no fraud going on with your credit, that nobody's using your credit that you don't know about, because fraud is just really huge all around the world, not just in the United States, but it's just a problem worldwide. So having access to your credit report, it empowers you to be able to make healthy choices as it relates to your spending, as it relates to knowing where your standing is financially in the credit world.
Okay. Actually, I know a couple of people that weren't able to get certain jobs because of their credit. A lot of people I know aren't able to rent cars or do stuff that they want to do because of their credit report. So that's important. And I know that you're not a tax expert, but to the best of your ability, can you explain what an earned income credit is and who is eligible for it?
Okay. Earned income credit, EIC, is a credit, a federal credit that some individuals and families earn when they work throughout the year. Yes, you're right, I'm not an expert, but a lot of people are eligible for this credit, and if your taxes do not exceed your earned income credit, you do get you are eligible, many people are eligible for a refund.
Okay.
Also, there is a child credit that many people with children are eligible for, and the reason that it's so important to when you get your taxes done and to find out if you qualify for EIC or earned income credit is because there are a lot of people who are not taking advantage of that credit, and that's extra money that a person or a family can have for saving or for paying off debt, or for purchasing items that they otherwise wouldn't be able to. And interesting enough, earned income credit is not unique to the United States,
Okay.
but in many different countries also have a form of earned income credit for their citizens as well. So, it's a great way to to have access to additional money that you've earned, and it's an incentive that the federal government has provided to encourage citizens to work.
Okay. Okay. Now, for most people, your income tax return is the biggest, like the largest amount of money that you'll receive all in one lump sum each year. So can you tell us why it's so important to save money, especially around this time of the year?
That's a very good question, Monica. And this is a great time of year to set goals and to start planning on being more money conscious, because that income tax, for many people who do get a tax refund, that is money that we haven't seen all year long. So for many people, have been working, and every week or every 2 weeks or twice a month, they've been receiving a check and basically making do with what they've had. So now all of a sudden, here's a lump sum of money that we haven't seen all year. And because we haven't seen that money, it's money that even if we choose to take a portion of that money and put it into savings, maybe a education fund for our children, or put a portion of that money in a savings account towards a down payment on a home, or towards education, or towards a vacation. But to begin to start saving money, that lump sum of money is just a great place, a great start, for savings. Income tax returns is a great way, a great lump sum of money to take a portion towards credit cards, paying off credit card debts. But absolutely, this is a great time of year to think about paying off debt or saving. Absolutely.
Okay, so in regards to saving, do you know if there are any free budgeting classes for people, who are looking to be on a budget this year just to save a little bit more money? Any free budgeting classes that you know about? Okay,
that's a very great question. And I'm aware of a program called WECO, WECO, and I don't remember what those acronyms stand for, those letters stand for offhand, but what I can tell you is that it's a individual development account program. And it's called a 2-for-1 program. For every dollar that you save, it's matched with $2. And so, and it works different from program to program, but basically saving $25 a month. Individuals working individuals. This is a program for people who are working, and it is an income-based program. I believe like 200% of the poverty, which may be for a family of 4 not making more than 35,000 or something to that extent. You know, I'm not an expert in this, so don't quote me. But you know, the IDA program, or WECO, WECO, is a great program to learn how to start saving, putting a small amount of money into savings each month. Once $750 is saved, it's matched by the program with $1,500 for a total of $2,250. Now that money can be used towards a down payment on a home, starting your own business, micro business enterprise, or continuing with education. In Cleveland, we are fortunate to have a program called WECO, and they're located on Chester Avenue.
Okay.
And, you know, although you're saving for the start of a business or home ownership, you're also taking classes and workshops to educate you in those areas, so that when it's time for you to put that down payment on your home, you are an informed consumer, and you know about home ownership, and you know what you're buying, what you're getting into. Also with the micro business enterprise through WECO, you know, they have classes that teach you how to create a business plan. You know, what do I need to do in order to have a successful small business? So in Cleveland, you know, it's a great program that we are fortunate to have. But I do know that the IDA program is offered in many different states throughout the country.
Okay.
And again, it's a matter of going online, doing some research. If your audience is not in the Cleveland area, a matter of going online and finding out, or Googling IDA, or Individual Development Account, and finding out where a program is in their area.
Okay, okay, Katrina. So, say for instance, I want to start my own business, but I have a lot of debt. Do you know of any free debt management programs?
Okay, that's a very good question. And again, the IDA program, WECO program, is a debt management program in the sense that they have counselors who are assigned to work with individuals.
Free?
Free.
Okay.
Absolutely. And also in the Cleveland area, Cleveland Housing Network has some free training and budgeting classes as well. Yeah, so 211, again, is a great resource for finding out about budgeting programs, saving programs, tax preparation, free tax preparation programs in your area.
Okay.
211. They are supposed to be a repository of resources. So that's a great source. Or your public library, the local libraries also are a great source of information.
Okay, so there are a lot of free programs out there. It's
There
just
are
a matter
a lot of free,
doing research.
Yeah, and Consumer Protection, I believe, offers some programs. But yes, there are many programs, many free programs.
Okay, and I want to ask you another question about taxes. One last question about taxes.
Sure.
How far back can you file taxes?
Well, you can file taxes as far back as you need to, and if you are, owed money, if you are owed money, you can file your taxes, and won't be penalized if you owe.
Okay.
Now the problem comes, when we owe money, we can file our taxes as far back as we need to, but if we owe, then there more than likely are going to be penalties added. But as far as the earned income credit is concerned, I believe you can go back 3 years if you haven't applied for that credit. Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you again for joining us, Katrina, and
You're
I'm quite
welcome.
sure you'll be back again. If you guys have any topics or issues that you'd like me to discuss, just email me at topicsandissues with MonicaRenee@gmail.com. See you next time.